This is a quick video on wheels. So the push wheel was an 8-inch lawnmower wheel that added some detail in. It's made of steel with a 16/650 8 tyre, so 8-inch diameter rim. It's supposed to be 16-inch diameter of the tyre, but they turn out to be about 15-inch overall diameter. The tyre's very square, that's an 8-ply. And I wanted something a bit more round for the Ferrari. So these tyres are 16/650 6-ply, which means they're a bit more squishy. I've got these rims, which are DWT from the States. So that's an 8-inch diameter, 6-inch wide rim. It's a spun rim, welded together, two halves. You just see that there's a join between those two sections there, and that's the weld. The only problem with those is they're not very round. Got one set up on the lathe over here. That's a rubbish. This on the lathe, so I just made a mandrel up and faced it off, checked it with the DTI, mounted it on there. Did have a centre in, but it is running true, but the wheel is not. So what I did is cut the wheel in two, put a cutter in here and here, made the wheel in two pieces again, made it slightly narrower, and then welded it back together. So it's just a drum. So you can see the weld needs a bit of cleaning up, but the weld's there. So I've got a drum which is now 5.5 inches wide. I've taken a bit off the lip. So this has got a rolled lip. I've turned this side off so that it doesn't stick out as much. And that was something I found out when I mounted it to the tyre. So this side has had the rim turned off, and as you turn the wheel, it's about the right width. Whereas as they come with a big edge on them, they stick out, which looks a bit naff on a Ferrari GTO. So turning the edge off just makes them the right kind of width. So this is a standard rim, and the barrel is now about 1/2 inch narrower than that. So the next thing for making them into spoke wheels is I've drilled them, or drilled this one. So this has got, so this is the welded barrel. Like I say, I've turned off a bit of the rim. You can see that one side is wider. Also makes it much easier to get the tyre on. These tyres will be running tubeless, and I'll explain how to seal the spokes afterwards. Anyway, what I've done is drilled some holes. So I've got a row of 24 holes on this line, another 24 on this line, and we're going to put some spokes in. And what I've used, so that was the old centre, just for reference, that I just turned out. So it's two separate pieces. That was where it was welded together. What I've done is found a piece of tube that was hanging around, which looks like this. 38mm diameter, and it's got a flange on it for an O-ring. I think it's for a water pipe. It's a sort of standard fitting. So what I did is cut the end off that and drilled it. Here's one I did earlier. So 24 holes in the back, 24 holes around the that section there. what I'm going to do is put it in there, a wooden jig up, it sort of holds everything in the right place, and that'll go in there, and then I'll lace the spokes and then just weld them. It's a stainless steel centre. Because it's an alley rim, I'll just weld the stainless steel spokes, which are just bits of 2.5mm stainless filler rod. What I'll do is just weld them as they come out through the hole, put a blob on the end, and then grind them back and smooth them off, and that'll be enough to hold the rim. So it'll be 48 spokes. I'm just going to weld it up now. So this is the first layer of spokes, front of the hub to the back of the wheel, and what I do is just thread the last two spokes going through. So I've just cut a short length of rod, a slight bend on it, feed it through the wheel, push it through there, and then the last spoke goes in there, go over the top and in there, and that is welded over the ends. So this is the second row of spokes going in, and it's the last couple. So this is the semi-finished wheel. So the spokes are all welded in the centre of the hub and on the back. This is going to be a front wheel with the offset that it's got. These have just got to be ground back, and then I'll seal on the back of the wheel with Sikaflex and a rubber strip so that it will be airtight and I can still run it as a tubeless wheel. And this weighs about 1.5 kilos, I think. It's quite light. And then obviously there'll be a spinner. So cast some spinners in the middle, and that is how you make a half-scale Borani wheel.